Okay, and we're live. It's a bit kind of interesting lighting system, as you noticed, but I can't really control sunshine unless somebody could bring Chris Hemsworth in. He's always a boost in any situation. But anyway, Road, yes, we have started about 2 minutes early. Two minutes early. Let's see, Gabby, even not. Let's see. Right, so you can see a pretty decent image of me. I'm not going to say I'm good looking, because I'm fucking not. I know it. I'm imagining that, like, I end up having the looks quite chiseled and all that shit. Oh man, that would be nice. But I welcome to the 27,000 total view count YouTube party thing. Yes, that sounds very professional. But anyway, let's get some viewers and we'll get cracking on that shit. Because I want to celebrate like no tomorrow. And just because of previous things in my life, I've not been able to do 25k or the 20k or the 15k. That's just the way things have happened. So, yes. So I'm just getting myself a wee drink for the journey because last night actually was really, really a long video. And would I do? I would not be complaining in the slightest. So, yeah, Friday night, 8 pm, everyone's kicked out of work and all that shit. They're ready to somewhat party ish. But I'm just gonna get a quick reply to text just to say we're live. Okay. I've actually got a slightly different camera. That was an interesting story, but let's say I've been somewhat gifted this webcam, and normally you never hear of webcams. No, that's something away in the past. But yeah, it actually has happened, and it still exists. So before I get a wee fucking coffee, we're going to get some nice Diluton juice. It's pure, it's absolutely mad roasting outside. It's summer, obviously, in Scotland. And it is absolutely bonkers, might I say. Absolutely bonkers with the temperature, sleeping naked, shit. Yes. How do you. Ooh! Oh, you. Hello. Hiya. And, oh, yeah, definitely show that one. Yes. Oh, that's hand emoji. All right. You can see I'm still trying to learn the emoji alphabet or whatever it's called. Oh, bloody hell, this drink's good. Coffee's good as well. But what was it? Last week, I had a coffee high. It was fucking like, wow. It just kind of felt like everything was on 2 times speed, maybe topped at 3. And it was actually pretty damn cool. I'm not advocating drugs. Yet again, with a more credible tone. Whatever. Let's skip on to something funny. But the night I'm actually thinking I will be doing bits and pieces of karaoke. Yes, karaoke fucking live. Sharting my little boxers. I mean, to be honest, I think karaoke live isn't going to be the worst thing ever because the Friday night entertainment videos. I do that, and it's like, yeah, okay. Um, interesting thing I was reading on the view count, right? Since last night, the maximum we had in our collective was 7. By 11:41 this morning, the view count was up at 31. So there must have been a lot of people watching. What was that word? After the whole thing finished, which is fair enough. Maybe people were sleeping when we were all talking and talking about sitting on top of tumble dryers and washing machines and stuff. Yeah. If you're wondering what I'm holding here, it's like a rocking horses thing. Not rocking horse, washing horse. We did a wash today. Oh, hallelujah, and light one prayer and all that stuff, isn't it? Don't worry, folks, I wash. You know what to say about the liver? Keep away from that thing. That's something nobody needs to suffer. Aye. So, I might actually have or not. Let's see. But unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. There's nobody in the mug. There'll be coffee in it, and sometimes, and you might be able to watch a fucking caffeine high or something. I. That's very nice. I think I did you hear about Michael Rosen and his wee illness journey? He had got the nasty Rona, also known as Corona, in last year. He's actually he's recovering well. It's just kind of still one stage at a time kind of thing. But it's just the way cookie crumbles. But I do sincerely wish him the best of health and a return to what he does know best. And that guy, he must be liked by everybody. Must be, because let's be honest, right? Them YouTube poops. I don't even need to play them, but I probably will play them because it's a 27,000 YouTube view party, etc. But I thought, yeah, get something celebrating done to catch up with all the other milestones I didn't catch, or I was too busy working to catch them. And then it brings everything back into line, all that stuff. But I tell you something about there'll be something big happening for the 30,000 one. I don't know what 30,000 one's going to entertain. Maybe I'll have female a company. Who knows? Who knows? And it's no mad random rages for a bus station. That's disgusting. Buses are they're horrible. They're absolutely legitimately they're like a kind of airport for the poor or the mentally deranged. Manchester bus station. I got hit on the Manchester bus station. I was waiting for a fucking bus in, and then boof, that kind of rude sentiment being placed in my ear. I was like, disgusting. Like fucking honestly, a bus station. This is a family-friendly environment. No wanting receiving offers of oral. Yeah, I mean that was quite funny. I mean, the guy actually came up to me. Yes, he did. Yeah, offer me, right, and like my boss is just about to be put on that screen behind, and now you hear express, blah, 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 right? And I was like, thank God that driver shouted at the right time. Or that guy would have tried to say, oh, come on, come on, like, go in the toilet, it's only a minute, oh, you know, it doesn't, you don't need to be gay to enjoy this, blah, 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 whatever. But ultimately, yeah, I mean, the thing was, it was a totally unsolicited request for sex, and I was like, and I think he was punching above my weight, trying to catch me. I mean, to say that, look up and down. Look, this is not what you take to bed. This is what you put in a fucking bin, right? And he was wanting to obviously have a tussle around with this fucking rotten corpse of a body. You know, I was like, oh well, either he's got a bloody the rose tinted glasses on or whatever. I was like, what? I was like, the bus is like leaving at 12:45, right? And the driver shouts up the passengers about 5 minutes before bus leaves. 12:41, he says to me, all right, mate, fancy him. And I was like, what? And I heard, before I could even reply, the driver shouted the bus over. I was like, oh, thank fuck. Get away fish, mad, slimy, creepy reprobate, unsolicited sexual advances, blah blah blah, bastards. Yes, that's what I could put on an epitaph someday. Andrew Van, bastard. You know, like, fair enough if a person, one, looked good, two, asked appropriately, three, didn't do it in an unsolicited way, four, had some social decorum. Anyway, I could look at a situation much longer, but I'm sure you are wanting to hear some kind of karaoke thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have blasting through this phone, right? Instead of putting it through the computer, because the computer could pick up a false positive, you know, flagging. Yeah. And on the exact same topic, do you remind years ago you used to be able to put up like photo compilations, maybe for instance a Cat House compilation with a tune of metal or emo or whatever the fuck it was, right? Nobody gave a fuck. Nowadays, all them videos have been taken right off YouTube. Every freaking single one of them. It's like, there's no point to that, because that video was actually handcrafted. It was made in love. It didn't, at that point, breach all this bloody crap with regards to DMCA, etc. It was like, it was good. You could see, you know, photos of your pal, whatever, right? It's whatever your situation is, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I remember a mate of mine, he had a, you know, like happy hardcore and pictures of loads of pictures on a video, a montage of his car. And the car was cool as fuck. What did YouTube do come what was it, April 2018, took that video from him. He didn't have a backup of that in his own computer, so he lost the whole fucking thing. He was greeting. He's a heavy car fan, and I can see and understand why people would be fan of cars. Sometimes cars actually look a bit better than humans. I'm not putting any worrying vibes out there. Vibes. That's from vibes. Oh, right. Talking of something cultural, right? Always, you know, you see people putting up on Facebook and all the other socials going, vibing with my pal. No, I was only kidding. When I say sometimes cars look better than humans, Mr. Sharkaholic. I'm not at a stage I'm ready to fucking arse smash the Chevy Camaro in the other street. Oh, that word arse smashed? Someone got triggered by that last time. Whoa, controversial. Okay. Oh, aye, of course, aye. That bloody car park at the back of town, the Q Park. Aye, that car park is full of like fucking things like McLarens and Jeeps and all that. So if there are people that are genuinely interested in either arse smashing whatever four-wheel fantasy they have, or skull fucking, then the car parks are one like is near Central Station, Gordon Street. Uh, to be honest, that may be your heaven. Who knows? But that's yeah. Like, okay, I'm going to try something that's came to my mind. Right, that sort of came to my mind last week, and you know, I've got a friend, right? She's very open about sex, right? Let's not lie about it. And she said, "Oh, I met that guy Alex from Port Glasgow, and he came like a race car." What? I'm going to have to deconstruct this to see if this is fucked up. It probably already is, but anyway, she figures it comes like a race car. This is horrible. But is she trying to say she originally met Alex at a NASCAR racing event and he was doing loops around the track, and then he suddenly sprang off the track into the audience and started absolutely arse fucking one of the people that are watching the race? Or are you saying when he came, he ejaculated about 83 litres of petrol all over her? Or are you saying that he, if he was a car, took her to bed and dumped fucking 83 litres of spunk on her? What the fuck is going on? This is so wrong in so many ways. And to be honest, leave her and Alex in a room or garage or car park, whatever. Just get the fuck away from my mind. It's fucking bogging. Aye. Um, it was. I mean, that's similar to a bit of material I did on a stand-up stage, saying, somebody said to me, "Oh, I so and so, so and so's got a fanny like King's Cross." Like, I mean, I know women enjoy exploring fetishes, etc. But are you going to be saying when she opens her legs, a fucking London Azuma train comes flying at her fanny at 125 miles an hour? I mean, is this the reason why there's been quite a few cancellations this week alone? Like, this is fucked up. I mean, where's the electric coming from? Oh man, it's something else, totally something else. And we went from zero to sex, just one bounce, happy days. Yeah, and, like I'm gonna admit, I watch the channels at night where it's like selling shit. Oh man, what the fuck's that about, man? Honestly, and this guy in QVC's selling a fucking vibrator. It looks like a microphone. And honestly, Griffins, I don't want to know about that shit. Really don't. I mean, is that singing maybe? What would be nice? To be honest, anyone know QV? Yep, QVC. Yes, and like big dildo fucking microphone shaped fucking thing. I think they call it a wand, but Ave Maria, fuck that. Well, it does fuck that, does it not? But I Oh man, that is something else. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I have seen some crazy shit. It was quite funny. I mean, the type of work I've been doing for years, it's like it's been pretty constant, right? But I used to do 4 a.m. starts at 5 hour, 30 a.m. starts, 5 starts up in the town, and the town's interesting at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting there like unlocking the door, right? And I hear, all right. I say, yeah, I'm all right. How are you? And I thought I was the other cleaner at the time. Uh, but this person said, fancy getting a quickie before you start? This. Have you ever watched a game? Edith, the exact spit of Edith, and by gum, I could smell her, and I was about a metre and a half away, doing the unlocking thing. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And yeah, for some odd reason, it's either sociopathic junkies that want a shot in the van cannon, so to speak. And yes, I did say that, yeah. Or a random, very, very unetiquetted, unattractive looking guys in bus stations. So with regard to bus stations, I fucking hate bus stations. Number one. And hi Craig. I really hate bus stations. It's always some shit getting off. I mean, I've mentioned in Manchester bus station, the guy don't forget. I'm sure there's actually some way of me getting involved in gifts. Actually, here I'm actually already a gift. There was somebody from a kind of arts platform. Oh yes, I will smash out that bloody karaoke, of course. That's coming probably in the next minute. Coming, that's a bit poor choice of word, but somebody from an art firm made me a gift, and the thing is, the person was wanting to humiliate the living shit out of me and make me look small and dense and just a bit of a dard, and. But ultimately, the joke was right on his shoulders because the bit of footage he used was, I remember just Girly Things sketches from One Van and One Camera, and it was that one, it was called Beach Ready Body. I'm sitting there, I'm ready for Marvin Beach, yeah! Right? The person thought they cut at 5 or 6 seconds and use it against me, but in actual fact, One Van and One Camera was about not giving a fuck, and two, Just Girly Things was a parody, so, nothing could ever come from it. In fact, I had a lot of people messaging me about it, and they were LMAOing and LLing and XD, and so was I. To be honest, I didn't feel malice about it at all. I thought, no, it's a juvenile little try, but ultimately, the gift actually it's actually a nice little homage to. Yeah, I'm XDing as well, but it was a nice homage to One Van and One Camera, because if you were on in a couple of seconds, what is One Van and One Camera? What is Just Girly Things parody? There it is. There we go. That saved me about an hour scouring around gift making websites. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to have a look at what shit to get sang into. And I'm using the karaoke version of the bloody songs. Ooh. Well, you know what? I could actually do a favourite. And it's. Oh, this might be good. Might get a wee drink of juice or something to refresh the palate. Let's get myself. Yeah, so we'll get going with that. But yeah, I mean this song I'm only giving you a wee hint at the now because I'm a nice guy, sort of. But I'm going to. It's a. I'd say it's kind of off the beaten track, so to speak. Right, that is, and it's a song I fucking love. This guy used to be a YouTuber. He is a music guy and he's returned back to YouTube. Apparently, there's been a bit of issues of cancel culture with him. I don't see why because the music is absolutely it's way above any Miley Cyrus fucking running around a wrecking ball or bullshit like it. Anyway, let's get. Have we got two people in? Hello, two people. So I'm just kind of keeping the sound coming from my phone because you know what YouTube's like. YouTube's a. I don't want a friend. I want my life into waiting to get there, waiting for you. When I'm around, so dancing in the dark. Don't follow me, you end up in my arms. You done made up your mind, I don't need any more signs. Can you? Can you? Give me reason we should be complete. You should be with him, I can't compete. You looked at me like I was somebody else. Oh well, can't you see? I don't wanna slow down. And the dark, when you gotta run, just hear my voice in you, shouting me out, you doing so great, yeah. Used to be the one to hold you when you call. I don't fuck it if you're trouble. I don't wanna go home. Can I? Can you? Can you? Give me reason we should be complete. You should be with him, I can't compete. You looked at me like I was somebody else. Oh well, can't you see? I don't wanna slow down. And the dark, dark, and the dark, dark. Right. Oh look. Emojis. Squid. Was that squidgy hand gel or something? Aye, I was using some the other one. Now, oh, I don't know if this should work. Might work. This is one I've never actually done. So this could go any fucking direction. I'm going to take now any direction. Well, that's actually no, that's it. I'm looking for the karaoke version. Because if you don't use the karaoke version but you use the lyrics on, that's when issues come. Do they have that one? So it's an awful balance in that trying to use videos and not be flagged or anything. Ooh, right. This could. I mean, the thing is, right, this tune has somewhat haunted me through my life in a good way, ish. Let's see if it instrumental. Is this potentially? Let's see. This tune has haunted me so many places, but it's good. Let's see. Right. Oh. I'm just ignoring this tune until I get the lyrics right. This could. Clearly, they don't actually have karaoke for us for some reason. This ain't the end of me, all the things that I could be. This is the end of you after we've been through. This ain't the end of me, all the things that I could be. This is the end of you after all we've been through. I'd rather wake up next to a stranger and wake up next to you. It's your weekly routine that bothers me. Just before you have, sorry, I fucked that bit up. Actually, we could actually restart it because it's on my terms. I'm not doing some show for another version. Oh, quality. Cheers, folks. This ain't the end of me, all the things that I could be. This is the end of you, after all we've been through. This ain't the end of me, all the things that I could be. This is the end of you, after all we've been through. I'd rather wake up next to a stranger and wake up next to you. It's your weekly routine that bothers me. Before you hurt yourself, just leave. This ain't the end of me, all the things that I could be. This is the end of you, after all we've been through. This ain't the end of me, all the things that I could be. This is the end of you, after all we've been through. I'd rather wake up next to a stranger than wake up next to you. 'Cause you're covered in sweat. Do you know who you are? I'm so glad I'm not you. This ain't the end of me, all the things that I could be. This is the end of you, after all we have been through. This ain't the end of me, all the things that I could be. This is the end of you, after all we've been through. Is this the part where it gets serious? And I guess this is the part where I leave. Is this the part where it gets serious? Then I guess this is the part where I leave. This ain't the end of me, all the things that I could be, all the things I could be. I fucked up a bit. Oh, sorry. This ain't the end of me, all the things that I could be. This is the end of you, after all we have been. I've got an idea for next tune. This is just outro music, so I can kind of talk, drink, and whatever. Yeah, if I was playing that game, was it SingStar? I came up to about 80% maybe. But who knows? There's some good bullet for my Valentine stuff. I could sing hashtag yes, we're going that direction. And I told you last night about a karaoke night that me and two mates walked into, and I'm glad you think it, baby. Cheers. Um, we went in and asked for like things like bullet for my Valentine and Five Finger Death Punch and stuff. The person's like, "Fuck off, you emo." I was like, "Oh, that's a nice way to talk." I was like, "What?" Yes, we're. I mean, like I was scoffed out to nines that night. It was just the way I felt in the morning. I was like, slap the plays on and whatever. Ooh, my karaoke. Oh, oh, oh! This is going to be a hard song. I believe it's going to be a hard song. And I can pump up the volume. 4 minutes and 2. Once more I'll say goodbye to you. Things happen, but we don't really know why. If it's supposed to be like this, why do most of us ignore the chance to miss? Oh yeah. Torn apart, it seems on the dreams turn to tears. I'm not feeling the situation. Run away, try to find that safe place you can't hide. It's the best place to be. Hey, hey. All these rings I hit revolve around me. Me. Just back off before I snap. Once more you throw those lies through me. Why can't you piece it up with honesty? When you say those things in my ear, why do you always tell me what you want to hear? Oh yeah. Wear heart on your sleeve to make things hard to believe. I'm not feeling this situation. Run away, try to find that place you can't hide. The best place to feel you're when you're like me. All these things I hate revolve around me. Just back up before us. That's nothing you see. Me. All these things I hate revolve around me. Just back up before us now. I would say the fence would be trade you very difficult. And then the graphics can para seems of my eternity. I'm not feeling the situation. Try to run away, try to find that safe place you can't hide. That's the best place to be when you're feeling like me. Me, me. All those things I hate revolve around me. Just back off before I snap and you see me. All these things I hate revolve around me. Just back off before I snap. Right, I might as well get another wee tune on. Some power shit. Oh my goodness, yeah. I've been trying to follow this thing on YouTube between was it Taylor Lynn Pendergrass and Anna Campbell, and maybe it's a video I'll do, but it just sounds absolute horror. And unfortunately, strong drugs were involved between two, so I think there's a massive contributory factor on that one. Contributory factor. But anyway, it's. I mean, like and I'm not taking sides or anything, but there is one side that's really firing off very serious accusations, and obviously the other side is getting the ramification for it. Either you know what I was like, right? See if untrue things get said more and more and more and more and more regular, it's believed, irrespective if it's truth, lies, or whatever. But there clearly is something pretty. Have I heard about candies? I think I have actually. It's been something that's whizzed by me. But I'm going to have to get a proper lowdown on that one. I definitely would. I mean, the the whole thing I got into watching Anna's videos in the two that I was describing was because Anna actually used to work as a person in a psych ward. And it was pretty damn interesting to hear her talking about, medications and treatments and what is working, what isn't working with people. It was actually pretty damn interesting to hear because, as tablets only go so far. And the biggest thing, especially with mental health things, is talking. Actually, it is just generally about talking, and it doesn't even need to be anybody in any particular capacity. But when it's in a psych ward setting, you will be talking to someone of professional capacity, and they probably have diagnostic, actually practicing diagnostic license and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm going to have a look at some other tunes I could maybe play. But I just wanted to I'm just wanting to do. Could be. Well, I could actually do a bit of Green Day. I'm actually somewhat thinking of doing Green Day. Not actually shagging people from Green Day. That wouldn't happen. That just would not happen. Oh, I don't know. What do you think? But a Green Day? The LMA. Oh, right. I get it. Right. May as well. Right. And as again, like the previous song, this song is actually never been tried before. And it could end up in a karaoke with a twist on the let's plug the YouTube show. Right, but any old roads, I could end up filtering through. Who knows? I mean, yeah, I'll talk about the YouTube show in some other time or whatever. You know, it's like, mm. Oh no! Uh, has Imagine Dragons been up to something naughty? Let's hear. Let's hear. I'm sitting down. Why would anyone want to see my fucking shiny buns? Right, right, okay. Oh yes. Show, show, show. Fair enough. Actually, fair enough. My gosh. Oh gosh, that's been a while since I had a reference to teabagging. Yeah, definitely. It's been a little while since that kind of thing has been kicking off. Fucking uh, teabag and windmill and that shit just doesn't happen anymore because of all this survivor culture bullshit. And I'm not derising the like survivors, right? Because we've all survived something, right? But you know these people who say, "Oh, I had a I had a great with I had a great with A, B, or C, and it lasted 3 years. I'm a survivor." And it's like, yeah, a conversation I'm talking about, the person, the gripe between the two people was over a fucking, it was, it was coffee. It was two people working in an office, and because one person took the coffee, like it was a jar of coffee that size, not even. I mean, like, heck, I've got a coffee thingy, and yeah, hashtag posh stuff, by the way. What the fuck's going on here? Alright, right. So it was something similar. Equivalent. We were taking the executive size jar of coffee home to munch with the cat mittens or whatever. You know, it's like just like a year of trying to get each other rest and shit like that. And it's like that's the virus. That's just typical kind of call center bullshit. And this. Oh my gosh. Yes, I do remember that being said, aye. Is it tasting a bit nutty? Ooh, that's so. My goodness, aye. Oh gosh, if she caught the guy doing that, that would have been a fair straight up sex case. Eh? Not but through the courts, obviously. Well, I'm going to see. uh, Maybe give Green Day a blast. I'm feeling a bit brave. Feeling lucky, punk. You know what strange fucked up shit I've seen on YouTube? People have been uploading videos of a washing machine during a wash cycle. It's like, what the fuck? Tell me if I'm doing this right or wrong. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I've ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps, and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk my shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone like that will find me. So then I walk alone. Ah, 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 ah. I'm walking down the line that leads me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline of the edge of walk alone. Mm, mm, mm. Read between the lines what's fucked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs to know I'm still alive and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. My shadow's the only one who walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish I was someone was like until then I walk alone. Ah, 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 ah. I walk alone, I walk out. Mm-hmm, 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 I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps, and I am the only one that I walk out. My shadow's the only one who walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone like there will find me. So then I walk alone. Rainbow. Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. or Mrs. Rainbow Pen. Hello. So yeah, this is a 27,000 YouTube view count party. That runs off the tongue very well, doesn't it? Ooh, tears don't fall. Oh, may as well, aye. Right, okay.
Let's not go back.
This is clearly not going to be something. No, I'll do some comedy in that.
Go to
But Funnily enough, I found this tune when I was 18, and yeah, I was definitely goth or emo. I can't really decide what style, although I've lost my ear. Let's go! Oh. That's a really more difficult song, and I haven't tried this ever. Watch your eyes, I watch you sleeping. The warmth I feel beside me is slowly fading, which you hear me. If I call your name, which you hold me. That's my shame. There's always something going wrong. There's always my heart's on the wrong direction. There's always something fucking hanging on. Can anybody make things better? Your tears don't fall. They crash around me. Our conscience calls. The guilty to come home. Your tears don't fall, they crash around me. Her conscience calls, they go to come home. The moment strikes, I hear no screaming. The visions left inside me are fully fading with you hear me. If I call her name, will she hold me? If she knew my shame, there's always something going wrong. If I walked in the wrong direction, there's always something fucking hanging on. Can anybody make things better? Your tears don't fall, they crack around me. The conscience calls, the guilty to come home. Your tears don't fall, they crack around me. Her conscience calls, the guilty to come home. Into the softer room I've seen before. The broken bones they hear no more, no more. That's my last breath I'm choking. All this ever and I am hoping my road is over one more time. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, although I'm not vocal, you can see I fucking all this shit. And I'll happily dance and rugby here. I don't play rugby, I support the team, watch the matches and stuff. Would you hear me as I call her name? Would you hold me as she knew my shame? There's always something that's going wrong. The path I walked in the wrong direction. There's always something fucking hanging on. Can anybody help me make things better? Your tears don't fall, they crash around me. Our conscience calls, they go to come home. Your tears don't fall, they crash around me. Our conscience calls, they go to come back home. Your tears don't fall, they crash around me. According to goes to get you to come home. I probably all do eventually at one point. I'm just finding some tunes. But aye, it's I did alright that tune. Let's see, is it? Right, you know what? People get firing into comments if you want a tune blasted, right? Blasted in a good way, hopefully. But I get a drink because I'm going to fire on that coffee machine because it's like 9 o'clock and whatever. We've got one of these, what's it, Dolce Gusto fuckers. Ah, thank fuck. Yeah, so there was a bit of a gas escape, as they call it in the council. Gas escape. Just getting my... There we go. You only ever need a teeny bit to operate to get cleaning this. And interestingly enough, I was follow. Oh, that might get a fucking page ban or something. That's salty. But then again, that mad coffee cup and a reader. So I done it again then. Fucking hell. I think to be honest, I'd have probably pissed my pants laughing if I had seen that happen, but you know, could be a bit of a legal thing if we get ever caught. Putting the balls in a cup. Ball in a cup! There we go. A sort of reasonable dick joke. That's basically a comedy kind of open spot scene in Glasgow and Scotland is about at minute dick jokes. It's like kind of like, really? Yes, half of this room has fucking penises. I think I actually covered this in a previous YouTube video, but there was a dude on, right? And you know, he was at the time he was innocently drinking a bottle of Volvic, and me being a fucking troll, I turn around and says to him, "Yo, did you hear about that guy that has 2 willies?" So he's like, pure midway go. I was like, I mean, that was just natural. Really. That was just natural time. That's just the way my timing works. Randomly bring up these mad like, oh, did you hear about that guy with 2 willies? But it's an actual guy on Reddit called Divalent Dude, and he's got 2 willies. I actually fucking fair play to boy. Who is about was it 30s or something? He was 30s or something, right? But basically, he had some fucked thing with his chromosomes, and that's not to do with Chin Chin or Filthy Frank. But anyway, he had this thing where he had, I think it was an extra X or something on his chromosomes, and yeah, he was gifted 2 willies by grace of Chin Chin. Or whoever caused them to exist, right? And yeah, and he actually showed them off, right? They actually work. Right, first of all, they work independent to each other, and they're symmetrical. Like, and he says when he tries to date women, they're like, ew! But you'd have thought women would have been like, or whatever, right? You would have thought that, but nah, it doesn't turn out. Oh, wait, apart, I mean, I've I'm only playing devil's advocate here, right? If I was a lady, a big titted woman, and absolutely craving the dick, and there's this guy with a two set, I'm like, fuck me! And yeah, apparently he can actually get arousal and get to the end product with either or. I mean that is an absolute feat of magic in the world of chromosomes. It says he's been tempted to get surgery to hack the other one off because one find it weird, two dicks, and it's like it's not the most regular thing we've seen two dicks on a body, right? But ultimately, I thought lasses would have been up for trying that, but no. I mean, this is just theoretical physics. I mean, if I was a lassie and there was two fucking, I'm pulling down this fucker's boxes and there's two wallopers there. One goes up my ass, one goes up my cunt. If I was a woman, right? But I mean, like that is it's a work of wonder. But ultimately, girls don't actually like it. Yeah, relative to a guy who too. Women have talked for years about a guy who too. Gets real, we're like, kind of thing. It's like, oh, come on, man. To be honest, if I was a woman and it was Friday night and I'd be like, well, I'm feeling a bit naughty, whatever, I'd just fucking get on with it. I'd be like, I stick one there, stick one there. Ah! Yeah, being at work's alright. Coffee. So I'll do a bit of coffee after comedy. Sometimes I think of comedy material after I've dialed up a coffee or two. But it's a bit kind of weird because I'm a retired comedian now. So, any ideas that come to my head, I scribble it down and put it through a shredder. And it's like, done. But unfortunately, that's just the way things are. But since I retired, I mean, I've been getting a lot of manual labour work. So really, that's kind of tidying me out, and it was always evening work I've been getting pulled into. So compare then, and I'm not getting a penny, and now I'm having a 4 hour shift. I could be at 36 quid, right? 5 or 40 quid, you name it, whatever. Where like when people are called in to do headlining for like a comedy night, they maybe get 20, 30 pounds if. But with the type of manual labour that I do, it's like, well, or any type of salaried work, right? I have already, I have already gained it, and it's already been taxed, and it's already been through HMRC and all the rest of it, and I don't have to worry about that, and that's great, fine, fair enough. But yeah, I'm going to get this coffee machine on, but a simple act of making some coffee turned into like what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever, who knows. It's fucking sweltering, man. So what do I do to remedy that? Fucking buzz coffee. Yes. It's Dolce Gusto. I've went up in the world a wee bit. And Mr. Shotaholic, I definitely do agree with you, but I'm just kind of going on my rebellious, I don't know, trip. Right. Did I tell you exchange? Iced coffee is good. It's actually, I tried it last year. I was just like, what's that like? But ultimately, no, it turned out really good. And interestingly enough, this machine actually has the code setting on it, and I didn't fucking think of it until the comment came through. Like, oh, anyway, imagine dragging these nuts. Fucking hell. Actual fact, I'm going to ping something in the comments. Amazon. These nuts. Oh my gosh, I'm actually going this far in my life. Oh my, oh, I could actually buy that. Ash. I'm basically peddling smut in the comments. But my this is July. Because next month, supposedly, I've got a fucking meeting with the person with the ophthalmologist. Not ophthalmologist. They call it don't worry, it's not the hospital one. I know what you're thinking, but it's the ones that sit in the. Oh my gosh. Do you like the fucking hell? Oh my goodness. I fell for this. This is awful but good at the same time. It's awfully good, eh? Right. Sugar. Du, 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 du. I so I was sort of going to tell you about something that happened in Manchester, right? I had a hotel room and I didn't realise that the air conditioning wasn't working right, and it was dropping water on the flow down. Don't know how the drainage system works. Probably not that good, but it was a very hot night. It was like a magic fuck heat wave down there. It was like 33 degrees. But and that night, I just took the fucking layer of clothing off and just slept on top of the bed naked, right? And the door goes dink, 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 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my gosh. So luckily I had a set of boxers nearby. So I slapped them on, bang, right? And went to the door. I was like, oh fuck, it's security. I don't know what the fuck could be going on here. So I says, hi, how are you? Yeah, we're alright. Are you okay? And aye. And he says, flow downstairs has been getting a wee bit of water down. And I says, right. I said, I had a look in the bath. There's nothing wrong. He had a look. There's nothing wrong. And he said, you've got the air conditioner on, haven't you? And I went, yeah, albeit low. But basically, the aircon, it's got a kind of thing where it extracts the water to a pipe. It's a bit like central heating. You can hear the central heating boiler bloody heckling me anyway, you bastards. But anyway, you mad hot bastards. Right, bye. And I says to him, are you going to have to move me? And he says, well, we've got it contained until the morning. You'll be getting cascaded over at 10. And it's like sitting there like I'm over 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh man. But it was just a sheer work of luck. I had a pair of boxers on the wee light table. Or he would have he would have been saying something pretty fucking explicit. To be honest, security, I wouldn't think he would be too shocked, but whatever. But it's a kind of sight you don't want to see it after 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. But Manchester's just fucking brilliant. It's just excellent. Anybody wanting some songs in the karaoke or anything? She like it taste of bars. Birmingham's a bit interesting, and I was on a train going between Coventry and Birmingham, and it's no Virgin train. I didn't realise I could get a Virgin train, but I was quite young at the time, about 18, and the train was going to Birmingham New Street to Coventry by the airport, and there was a football match on. I don't know exactly what is the phrase. The wolves are away. The wolves are away. I don't know what that means, but maybe someone in the comment thread is football orientated or whatever. But yeah, it was like this chant all the way down, and then come back up the road. I got on the same shitty little train. I know people that like the word shitty, but the old road. I was coming up the road in the train, and half the carriages is dry your eyes, mate, and then the other side were like, get your tits out for the lads, get your tits out for the lads. I'm sitting in the middle, and I'm like, I suppose this is what bipolar is in now. And trying to get off the train when these two groups of people are colliding into each other. It's like, oh my goodness. I was like, this may as well be a fucking mobile psychiatric unit. I was phoning somebody through the call box near the station, and I came out, and this guy went, are you Irish? And I went, what? He says, are you Irish? I went, no, I'm Glaswegian. Oh fuck. And then he just walked away like as if he's scared of Glaswegians for some reason. That was like weird. I was like, what the fuck have I done? But yeah. Bloody hell, I love coffee made else. But I say, if you're wanting getting some tunes in the comments, I'll get going with that. Oh my goodness. My newsfeed is just absolutely filling up with this Anna versus Taylor Lynn Pendergraft thing. Oh, by the way, mind that mad guy called Photonic Induction? He's started doing YouTube videos really recently, and it was really good. He's the original he's the original guy that brought Brick in a washing machine, and Brick in a washing machine can be clinically proven to cure depression. But are you finished? The video is hilarious. I'm going to try and I might not be able to get it on the screen, but hey, God. All right, I'll give it a shot. Let's get to the best bit. I can't even laugh. There's the camera. It's having, the washing machine's having like a full scale seizure. I've got a friend that is epileptic and he is quite dark, right? And he says to me, see when you see the brick going in the washing machine and the machine going proper crazy, that's what happens to me. But unfortunately, it's not photon, it's putting brick in my washing machine, it's God. I'm like, oh, that's a bit existential, man. It's getting a wee bit, whoa. But I can see where he's going when, like, when you have something so fucking serious as epilepsy, you know, you can see, you know, bits of well-known video that can actually relate to a seizure. So that's absolutely fine. Rap God. I've heard. No, that's his rap song. Right. Right. It's Eminem, so I've never done much in the way of rap, so this could go at any old fucking direction, right? If it does go shit and it is going to bail, I'll bail and fine. But here's open.
YouTube Music Premium.
That was too bad. I'm fucking sweating. Can't awesome. Look, I was going to go in but I am only going to the exit for my next one chance. I can feel it. Yes, everything I've got, like something is about to happen, but I don't know what. We're in trouble. Expensive. I'm beginning to feel like a rap god, all people to the back, nod, slap box, they said I slapped, I'll just get myself back into, then it'll go off when I half pocket, got a fat, not wrong, nah, I'm not going to do any fucking justice, so, Eminem's very, very fast because he raps, so it probably wouldn't. That's probably what my Achilles heel. Oh, a bit of Yasin. I'll talk. Banana Man. Yeah, Bannon. Oh yeah. Apparently they don't have Yasin for karaoke, which is awesome. Might be able just to use the lyrics song and just turn the audio down. So yeah, I'm going to do. Well, to be honest, it's hard to say I'm going to do comedy when I haven't done much material at all. In fact, nothing. So try and see what I've got. Wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. Don't forget the things you know. How could be so cold? There's empty promises and lies that we've been told. Just give me a chance before you leave. I've waited far too long to prove myself to you. Wide awake and so cold, you never ever break me, you never ever waste away. Alone, you never ever make me, you never ever wide awake. It's so cold. Pay to play. My body cannot take the cold, the cold. So take your promises. You were born to follow, I will lead. Well, lead. Wide awake and so cold. You'll never ever break me. You'll never ever waste away alone. Never wide awake and so cold. You'll never ever break me. You'll never ever waste away alone. Wide awake and so cold, so cold. Wide awake and so cold, so cold. Wide awake and so cold, so cold, so cold. I think this is the outro, but oh hello. I think I have another Green Day song, but I think I'm going to reserve it to the and as you know, this month's Friday night entertainment is actually not happening because we're having a summer break. It's good, but I don't know if anyone's seen it yet. I farted. Who cares? Don't know if anyone noticed the Chin Chin's sacrifice video. Every year, Chin Chin, that's the guy for Filthy Frank. Basically, this here, you know, Salamander Man had been taken, and to appease Chin Chin return everyone, you know, Filthy Frank has asked us to do videos called Chin Chin Sacrifices. It can be anything. It's just in essence, it's a big creative challenge. Right, if you've got a camera and you've got a kind of creative directorial mind, then that might be something for you. Do a silly thing, you know. Obviously, watch a bit of Filthy Frank to get the kind of get the lore, the story of what's going on, and get a base of where to go, and then gather a few friends and film like crazy, and then put it into a meaningful collection. And it's and then you just upload it on your YouTube video. Obviously, hashtag it. Was it hashtag it? Yeah. You just hashtag it, and then that's that. I'm going to link it into the video that I did. So if I go into here, I think from what I've seen generally of these Chin Chin sacrifices, right? Yeah, I am alive still. I think these wee videos are actually they're quite geniusly written, quite geniusly edited, and obviously, you know, whether it was meant or not, actually, these kind of videos, if you participate in them, they really do flex your creativity. It's really, really bloody good, really, to be fair. Yeah, so that's personally, I think, you know, anybody, you know, anybody say, oh, you're doing a sacrifice. No, no. It's basically, you're basically contributing video to add to his story. It's like Coronation Street. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna get myself out of the ice cold. I've still got some in here. Yes. But the guy actually does Filthy Frank, also known as George Miller, went on to do music. And then for some. Is that I have to go with that. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I was actually somewhat thinking, you know, bring the video to conclusion because we've obviously had kind of what I expected, you know, a wee bit of comedy, a wee bit of reminiscing about when, you know, things are not fucked up because of COVID, and I was travelling about like a fucking lunatic. I really did enjoy that. But yeah, I would say things would be cool to come to a conclusion. So yeah. So yeah, I mean, we had a smaller audience than last night, but most likely people are going out sunbathing and fucking having a piss up somewhere. Maybe or just went out for a journey for pissing. Who knows? But and interestingly enough, this is not the camera that I normally operate from. This is actually a webcam that got gifted to me. So if anyone notices anything different, let me know. It's kind of six and two threes, really, in my opinion. But hey, yeah. So I might do a pulling out tune. This is not what I do in a regular date, by the way. Oh, might give it a try practicing for the karaoke. Green Day, not Lindy. Green Day, Basket Case. Green Day, Basket Case, karaoke. I think I actually did alright when I tried this.
You want to be in it, you win it.
Do you have the time to listen to me rhyme about nothing and everything all at once? I'm one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the core, no doubt about it. 2 seconds, people. Oh. Right. Sometimes I get myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid or am I just stoned? I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's a lack of sex that brings me down. I went to a whore. She said my life's a bore. So quit whining, cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I get myself the creeps. Sometimes my tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Oh yeah, yeah. Grasping to control. Drop that hold on. Sometimes I get myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. I'll keep adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Or am I just